9. Prayer must be foremost in life. When beginning your journey of faith, you acknowledge the importance of prayer. However, finding Christians who truly establish a prayer habit aligned with biblical teachings is challenging. Attending early morning prayer meetings might convey diligence, but often, this is based on human judgment rather than God's perspective. Many only resort to prayer when confronted with life's challenges. You may faithfully attend early morning prayer meetings, visit prayer centers, and even participate in fasting prayer. However, once the issue is resolved, your prayer life often wanes. It remains uncertain whether those who only resort to prayer in times of trouble promptly receive responses and resolutions to their issues. To put it bluntly, the chances are slim. For those who don't pray regularly, it's tough to pray when problems arise. Despite attending prayer meetings and centers, establishing a consistent connection with God through spontaneous prayer proves challenging. Consequently, deep prayer often remains out of reach despite strong efforts. Prayer, being spiritual, demands persistent communion with God. Praying without receiving immediate answers is disheartening, which can lead to a weakening of faith over time, and a potential loss of interest in attending worship services. Despite God's promise in the Bible that anything believed and asked for will be received, ironically, only a minority of Christians experience His promise fulfilled in their lives. The reason is that people do not prioritize prayer. Prayer is a channel for communicating, conversing, and communing with God. A life without prayer cannot walk with God. Walking with God means living in constant prayer in everyday life. The phrase pray without ceasing in Paul's famous words means unceasingly in Greek, which signifies establishing a habit of constant prayer in life. Therefore, Samuel's assertion, "Far be it from me that I should sin against the Lord by failing to pray for you," underscores the importance of prayer. Daniel exemplified this by opening his window wide and praying 3 times a day, despite his enemies conspiring to kill him. But what about you? Many claim they lack time for prayer, yet they willingly work overtime or on holidays for financial gain. Some return home late, absorbed in leisure activities. However, when it comes to prayer, suddenly they claim to have no time. It's not that there's no time for prayer, but rather that prayer is sidelined by other life priorities. The lack of prayer answers often results from a lack of interest in seeking God. Unlike a genie from Aladdin's lamp, God doesn't appear instantly with a pop. He reveals Himself to those who have established spiritual habits of earnestly seeking Him in daily life.